What is going on, guys? So recently the Midnight Skypetal Plains event actually ended. Kind of want to share my thoughts on the pros and cons of this recent event because a lot of people have mixed opinions. Some people really liked it, some people didn't like it. Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comments. Let's jump into this video and talk about it. So just to start off my thoughts, honestly, I do like the whole idea of reviving kind of dead content just because there's a ton of areas that were really fun back in the day. But really new players don't get to experience it or even probably know about the areas. Like for example, Plod Santum, Beast Bog, all the areas in Silverfrost Mountains most new players don't even know about. And I like the whole idea of reviving that type of content. To keep it 100% honest, this event really was just for the endgame players. No new player was ideally going to be able to jump into Blade and Soul during this event and be able to complete like stage 5 or stage 6. It's just way too difficult with the HP of the boss and damage it does and the time you have to clear it within. You would need a lot of DPS. Honestly, I think the minimum was like Aranzu like 3 or Aranzu 6. Of course, the majority of parties asked for Aranzu 9, which I'm not really surprised because it's the same reflection in F8 where, you know, everyone asks for really high AP for dungeons that don't really need a ton of AP or gear. That's just how people want it. They want to do the content as fast as possible, so I didn't really think this would be very surprising to people. And unfortunately, it didn't really make it more welcome for new players with everyone asking for such a high gear score. In terms of the rewards, I did like them adding the soul shields just because having extra choices of content to run is always cool. I was able to get VT soul shields for the majority of my old characters. Then also I bought a lot of Ancestral soul shields for my main character. Unfortunately, I bought probably about 5 of the chest 3. I did get 1 critical soul shield, so I was pretty salty and upset about that, I'm not going to lie. 5 of them in a row was pretty costly of my Lavender Nightstones, and I still just don't have critical, so it really sucks. I did get 1 through 5 because of the event, but it sucks that 3 of them did not get critical after re-rolling like a couple times. Only my first 2 have it, but overall I am satisfied because without the event I wouldn't have been able to get 1 through 5 so soon. Also during the event I got a ton of the chests, and you'll see right here I have 486 sacred orbs, and these are all from the event. Before the event started I actually had 0 of these. I sold them all. So these are all from the event period. So this is pretty awesome that I earned that much. I did have around like 10 Evolve Stones. I sold those. Got a ton of Elysium Orbs. These are also all from the event too because I recently sold these. So in terms of the materials from the chest, I got a ton of them. So I was really satisfied about that. Got a ton of blue scales. I got like, I think like 10 of them from doing the event. So that helped me out a lot with my progress in my future gearing. The only thing I didn't like is the keys. I found like myself getting a ton of chests, as you can see here, but not enough keys. I could not get enough keys, and that was even with buying them with the Golden Seed event token because I didn't see myself saving them up for the Sacred Vials. I was just like, I'll just buy keys with it. And even with buying them with the keys and then also doing the daily challenge quest, I still didn't have enough keys to open the chest. Another item I really love that they added, probably helped out a lot of people, is the High Queen Hearts. I bought around 12 of these to finish up getting Aranzu 9 because really trying to get these is such a pain. You need like 30 of them for the last like 3 stages of Aranzu. And it's just such a pain because all you can do is Vortex Temple once per week and maybe get like 4 or 5 of them dropped from the Hive Queen. And you have to bid a lot against, I mean, your clan members and stuff like that. And so having this option was really cool because it allowed me to finish up my weapon, and probably a lot of people were able to buy these and finish up their Aranzu weapons. So I did love this a lot. I was a little disappointed in the badges. I feel like for new players, I mean, soul badges are such a necessary item to get. And for new players, it's really hard to get your soul badge. The only option they really have is saving up solar energy and buying it that way. That takes weeks on weeks to save up that much. Where I think if they added it to here, it could have been really awesome for them. But instead they kind of add the really garbage versions of the soul badges. They could have added like the Courage soul badge that everyone wants and stuff like that, but they didn't, which was kind of disappointing. I guess as a new player it's better than nothing. Like you can use this as like a placeholder, but it's definitely not anything you really want to have forever for your class. Overall, I do like the whole general idea of this event. It definitely wasn't very welcoming for new players, that's for sure, but for the endgame players that were decently geared, you definitely probably got some good stuff from it. Honestly, the only thing that I really don't like and why I feel like this content is going to still be dead is because they got rid of the double rewards. So if you guys weren't aware, during the event period that this event came out, Midnight Skypetal Plains, you had double rewards for everything. So the chest, the gear, you know, the drops on the Nightstones, all that was double rewards. So that was really awesome, and that's why you got so many blue scales, so many materials, and everything else. Like, I feel like the motivation to run this content is really low for everyone now just because of them removing the double rewards. I feel like if they're going to do that, at least leave like a day or two of the week that does have the double rewards. Like maybe, you know, like on the weekend, every Saturday and Sunday, you know, everyone gets to do the double rewards. That'd be really fun. Everyone would come together and farm this content again. But as of right now, like I haven't even seen people really recruiting for this area since the event ended. Like every once in a while, you'll see someone like recruiting for like 1 through 3, like this person, just because it's in the daily challenge and you can complete it for the daily quest. But besides that, you don't see people really doing full run-throughs of Midnight Skypetal Plains or doing multi-runs or anything like that. And it's kind of unfortunate because I feel like the whole purpose of this whole event was to revive this area again, and then like after a couple months this is going to be dead again. Like it's not a very good plan. It's like working for a company and you have a really good job and everything's going well, you have a really high paying salary job and you're making a lot of money, and then your boss comes out of nowhere like a month into the job and he's like, oh, hey man, you don't mind if we cut your salary in half, right? I mean, you'll be doing the same amount of work and effort and time, but just going to be cutting your salary in half. You're fine with that, right? Most people would probably quit that job. And it's the same thing with this event. It's like we're doing the same amount of work and effort, getting all these great rewards. It's like, ooh, this is kind of worth farming a lot. I don't really mind doing this over and over because the rewards are pretty nice. And then NCSoft's like, oh, hey man, you don't mind if we just cut all the rewards in half. Anyways, that's my overall thought on the event. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Was it good? Was it bad? Did you do it? Did you not? Let me know in the comments. See you guys in the next video very soon.